All right. I froze up. All right, so we're at Aerofield. This is the second practice of the day and the second practice of the season for Mississippi Brilla. And we're actually just testing out all of our live stream equipment so we can be ready for the first time ever to live stream our games on the 2015 season. So Saturday night's game will be live streaming when we play the Birmingham Hammers here at Aerofield at 7 o'clock on Saturday night, May the 16th. So we've got some smart guys in the tech booth over there that are setting everything up and getting everything ready. So I thought I'd just come up here and mess around a little bit and talk about some of our players and just if there happens to be anybody out there on Twitter world that sees the link and decides they want to tune in for a couple of seconds and just check things out and see what we've got to offer to our fans this year, that will be a good thing. Hey, so have we tweeted the link out? Hey, send me the link as a text too. Hey, 30 seconds from now, you're going to hear this. That's what y'all can hear? Fine. All right, so we'll just talk a little bit about some of the players and some of the stuff that's going on. So first day of training, and Mississippi Brilla players and coaching staff actually arrived yesterday, and kind of getting tweets from people and texts and stuff. You got a real link yet? Did you text it to me? Did you text me the link? I thought you said that wasn't it. I gotta answer this phone call. back up and listen to me. I'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, I was trying to kind of figure out what looked good. Yeah.
All right, so we have gotten word from the PDL director himself, Todd Eason, that the live stream is up and running and looking good. So shout out to our boy Todd Eason that is doing an excellent job as first-year PDL director. So we'll just chat it up a little bit, talk a little bit about the team and what we've got going on. So we're excited to get things rolling here. First day of practice. Tonight's session is the second of the day. And so we're playing a little 11-a-side for the first time to get things rolling to see what we got. And I've been sort of watching some of the game and fielding phone calls. And I did notice that the blue team is actually up by a score of 2-0. And those are the two goals that I actually saw. I believe Stephen Roberson scored the first goal, and Logan Mendez scored the second goal. But it's been a good bit of soccer. Oh, and there's goal number 3. I'm not gonna give you the whole goal because ain't nobody listening to this anyway. But it's a good goal there. And I'm still learning everybody's names and figuring out who people are, but that was Stephen Roberson for a second goal. Looks like there's a little break in the action, and some of the players are coming over to get a drink and might be switching up the teams and moving some things around a little bit. So we'll see what Coach Mark McKeever has in store for this, maybe a second half of this 11-a-side scrimmage.
scream goal one time. The first time.
This is Luke Bryant. Luke was down on the field watching the game, so we'll let Luke tell you guys what he thinks about the first half of the scrimmage. Go for it, buddy.
I'm good.
Shout out to my cousin that is apparently watching the the game and stuff online. So thank you, Katrina, all the way up in North Carolina.
Hey, Aunt Katrina.
So apparently I got to step up my game now because there are people all over the world that are checking out our first ever live streaming event from Aerofield and Brilla Soccer. So let's just do a little test here. And if you happen to be watching this from somewhere around the world, why don't you just tweet and send a little tweet out and say that you are checking things out and let us know if it looks good. You don't have to say anything about the commentator because I will not be the commentator. In case you don't know our Twitter handle, it is MS Bria FC. So while we're actually waiting on the second half to begin of this scrimmage, trying to follow along and check out what's happening in the U.S. Open Cup tonight. We got several PDL teams that are playing, and so we wish them the very best of luck tonight. Got a couple of teams from the Mid-South Division, some of our friends and rivals on the field. Laredo Heat will be playing tonight, as well as the Midland Odessa Sockers. So we wish them the best, and we look forward to playing them as well this season. All right, so Luke, were there any changes? Do you see any changes? Well, I see Carl Blundell is coming into the game to play goalkeeper on one side. So our two keepers are Carl and Josh Christensen. And it's kind of hard to tell if we had very many changes. But we did have some changes because I see Roberson has changed teams. Peter has changed teams. So just trying to get everybody, I guess, to get a feel of playing with each other, being that it's our first real 11v11 scrimmage, and guys are actually just learning each other's names today. So we'll try to tell you a little bit about what's going on, who some of these players are over the next few minutes. And so I don't know about you, Luke, but one thing that I heard Coach Mark saying over and over and over is he likes a fast-paced game. He loves for the players to move the ball, move the ball, move the ball. And he said that over and over during training tonight. And so we're really excited about watching this style of soccer and seeing the players move the ball around the field, quick passes, and keeping the game flowing. Guess. Oh, that's Peter, and his last name is something that I cannot pronounce. So good luck to whoever's going to be the commentator at the game on Saturday. Hopefully you'll have to call his name a lot because hopefully he's going to score a lot of goals. But Peter is from England. He's actually Nigerian, but he's bounced around with some different professional teams around the world and has been up in Pittsburgh working some camps, and so we're fortunate to get him this summer. Hopefully he'll be a true goal scorer for us and something we've lacked for the last couple of years. And the goalkeeper that you see there is Carl Blundell, and Carl is a returning player. He graduated from Belhaven University here in Jackson. He's from England and did a great job in the goal for us last year, so he'll be competing for minutes again this year with our other two keepers, Jordan Bell and Josh Christensen. And so we'll look forward to seeing who wins that battle and gets to man the net for Brilla this year. So we have several returning players this year. Lucas Almeida, there on the ball actually now. Lucas is from Brazil, played here last year and actually stuck around and has been coaching some and doing some different things in our youth club. And then he went over and played professionally indoor for Tulsa and had a really good season there over the winter. And so we're excited to have him back. Also on the blue team, you'll see up top Manu Saez. He is from Chile and plays at Hannibal LaGrange, and he is back for a second season. He was injured for most of last year. Didn't really get a chance to prove himself, so we're looking forward to seeing what he can do when he's full healthy. And we're actually getting a lot of texts and tweets right now saying that some of you people are actually checking this out. So if you're checking it out while it's a scrimmage on a training session, then hopefully you'll be tuning in when we live stream our first game on Saturday at 7 o'clock against the Birmingham Hammers. And if you're here locally, we hope that you'll actually come to the game. Tickets are $5 at the gate, and we'd much rather see you in the stands than to have to rely on you to watch this live stream. But we are glad to be able to offer this to people all around the world, and actually hope that it'll be beneficial to the parents of some of our players that are from all over, and so they'll get a chance to watch their kids play and friends and family from all over the country. We have Brilla supporters and former Brilla players that are spread out across the country, and so it'll be exciting for you guys to be able to watch and keep up with us this season through the live stream. Got to give the props to Scott and Jay Taylor and also Josh Lee for getting everything set up and working right so that we can offer this to our fans. And some other exciting things that were happening earlier at training tonight. We actually had a couple of members of our very first supporters club, the Blue Battalion, and they were here getting things ready for their first game of the 2015 season. And they were actually working on some chants and cheers and getting ready to yell and scream and make this a fun atmosphere. So if you want to be a part of the Blue Battalion, make sure you follow them on Twitter, and you can reach out to them and they can tell you how to get involved. I know they're planning to tailgate around 5:30 on Saturday, and then they'll do the march to the stadium around 6:30. So if you want to be involved in that, just come on and join them. I know that they'll love to have you and be a part of that for this summer. So we've had a couple of injuries that we're having to deal with already, which happens. We don't want that to happen the first day of practice, but two of our local players, Philip Buffington, who's been with us actually since our first season, and he's been playing for Brilla for a number of years, and he's been sort of battling a sports hernia, and hopefully he'll be back out on the pitch sooner than later. Then we also had a little bit of a banged-up ankle from Kellen Gully. Kellen is a Clinton boy. His brother James is out on the field. I think he's actually taking a break right now, but the brothers are back here playing together, and we're excited to have them on the field together to play in front of their hometown fans. And Kellen got a little banged up at practice this morning, so he took the night off and is sitting and watching things. But Kellen is a pretty interesting story. He had some time spent with the national team in the residency program down in Bradenton, Florida, and then he was actually signed out of high school to a contract with the Chicago Fire and spent some time there with the reserve squad, and then bounced around a little bit with the Atlanta Silverbacks in the NASL, and just wasn't able to latch on with a team for this year, so he was excited to be able to come back and play for his home team and also to play with his brother. And Kellen is a pure striker, goal scorer, so we're excited to have him and hope that he'll make a big impact for us this season. Other than that, it looks like we've managed to stay healthy the first day. I'm sure these guys will be exhausted and worn out from first full day of training, but I'm sure it'll take everybody some time just to get back into the swing of things at this high level of soccer. So a couple of our players there playing the ball. It was Lucas playing the ball to Manu, and players for Brilla last year, and they're back on the field together again this year. Michael Durr in the back just touched the ball, and he's also a returning player. He's from Brandon, and right here within 30 minutes of Clinton, and he's actually played for a couple of seasons with us, so it's good to have Michael back on the field. Dustin Ashley just played that ball out of danger, and Dustin was a big player for us last year. He's from Wisconsin and really enjoyed his time here with Mississippi Brilla, so he makes the trip back down from Wisconsin to play center back position for us. So, thanks to all those that are out there that have texted and tweeted and have offered your support of our first live streaming event. And we're excited to be bringing this to you. The commentating is not exciting, as I am extremely tired from a very long day, a first day of training. But it's fun to sit here and just talk about the team, because I am actually very excited about this season. And I'm looking forward to getting things kicked off on Saturday. So if you're in the area, we ask that you come out and please support these guys. You can pick up tickets at the gate. They're $5 each. You can still order a season pass online for 8 home games. You can get a season pass for $25. And there's lots of stuff going on at the game on Saturday that you don't want to miss. We always make this a family fun event, and if you've never been to a Mississippi Brilla game, it is the best entertainment for the money that you can get in the Jackson area, and it's good soccer, and we promise that this season will be a very successful season on the field, and you will get a chance to watch some very good soccer. So as these guys are finishing up their training session for the night, the second one of the day, guys are starting to take some falls and getting tired. You can tell the legs are getting tired, and man, I wish that you guys could read some of the text that I'm getting right now, because they're pretty funny. But shout out to all you friends and family that are sending me texts and making fun of me and talking about pigs. So there's no pigs out here. But you're talking about pigs. So one of the U.S. Open Cup games that actually is a pretty interesting game to me is the Chattanooga team from the NPSL, one of the top teams in the NPSL, and they're playing against the Ocala Stampede, a team that we've played several times over the years, and from the PDL. And we understand that they're scoreless at the half, so I'm sure it's a good game. We knew it would be, so looking forward to seeing the result of that. We're actually pretty excited after this. A lot of the team is coming over to have dinner at our house, and we're going to get a chance to watch Laredo play in their U.S. Open Cup match. They'll be playing a team from the North Texas team. It's a men's amateur team from up there, and so we'll get to watch that game being live streamed at 8 or 8:15, and the boys are looking forward to seeing them because we'll actually be playing them for our first 4 PDL games, 2 on the road and then 2 back at home. So our first 4 division games will be against the Laredo Heat, and we'll be watching that tonight so we can just see what these guys have. So, yeah, man, our supporters club is tweeting. They're watching us. They're checking things out. Said we look good. We got lots of friends and family from all over the country that giving us a shout-out, and everybody says things are looking good. So we're excited, ready to get playing, and we'll be looking forward to this. So we're still actually trying to find a commentator for the season. I got a couple of people that are looking to help us out, so I am actually fixing to call out Tyler Wade and hoping that he's going to be the one to do this Saturday. And now people are texting me quotes from the Three Amigos. So, hey, this should be interesting if we can make something happen. It's probably getting a little dark for you guys, but we're not turning the lights on because the game should be over in the next few minutes. Roberson took him another shot there. Let's see if I can. So I'm going to text this link to Tyler, and hopefully he will get it, and we'll be able to check out how this whole live stream commentating works. And for any of you that are listening and watching, because I am seriously wasting my time doing this, even though it is fun, I should be stocking the concession stand or hanging banners, but I'm not. So if anybody wants to come and help do that over the next couple days, I would love that. So Tyler says he's watching. So Tyler, if you're watching, this is what you got to do. You got to talk about the game. You got to, talk about people that are texting you and making fun of you because you're just talking and it feels like you're talking to nobody. But there are some people in the other room, and they're laughing at me now too. And it's a 30-second delay. So I'm going to sit here and look for 30 seconds at Scott and see if he'll look back at me. It's kind of funny because I can see him watching and listening to this. So Tyler is texting me, and no, that is not me that you're looking at. I am in the booth where you will be sitting Saturday, and and I'm really not happy about who you thought I was out on the field, because that is not me. And I'm in this booth, and I'm doing the commentating right where you will be. So I wanted you to listen and watch so you can see what you're going to be doing on Saturday. So if you're still watching and listening, send me a text and say, yes, I'm in. And if that's the case, I will, for the next couple minutes, talk about who our commentator will be and what fabulous credentials that he has for being our commentator and the official voice of Mississippi Brilla. So I'm on a 30-second delay, but I am awaiting your response. So Scott's in the other room, and he's not really looking at me. So are you having fun listening to this, Scott? In 30 seconds, maybe he'll give me an answer. "30 seconds is a long time." I really am enjoying all the texts that I'm getting from people right now. And I'm very excited to share with the world, the whole world that is watching on live TV, Mississippi Brilla style, that Coach Tyler Wade will be the official commentator for Saturday night's match, Brilla against the Birmingham Hammers. If you don't know Coach Tyler, he does know soccer because he is a soccer coach. He coaches for the Brilla Juniors team, our U14 boys, and he's also the Clinton High School boys soccer coach. So he kind of knows his way around this stadium as well. But we are excited to say that he will be our announcer for the game. And so now we're just trying to find somebody to kind of chat it up with him. And if you are interested in that, you can send me a text. We don't allow just movie quotes throughout the game, so not sure you would qualify. Brian, you may be cooking or roasting a pig at the time. So, but yeah, we're excited. Tyler's in. He sent me a text. It says, "I'm in." Let's see. Who else has texted me something fun? That's business. Okay, I think they're finished. They are wrapping up. I got to go break down some tents, some water coolers, and get ready to go feed some players. So, till Saturday night, we'll see you then. Tyler Wade's in. You hadn't heard all that?
It's just been on. I was like 20 minutes behind. I just caught it. Did you call it? Did you roasting a pig? Call that goal? Call that goal? No, you gotta kill it. That was a good ball by Ferguson.
I'm going to take down, just when you get done, bring my computer stuff. I'm going to take down the water. I think they're finished. They are wrapping up. I had to go break down some tents, some water coolers.
Here's what you're doing. You're breaking down tents and water coolers.
So, until Saturday night,
That's what you said.
see you then.